Earlier this year, the South Dakota legislature passed Senate Bill 201, which imposes certain requirements and allows counties to impose a $1 per foot surcharge on carbon dioxide pipelines. Now, some say it's a market opportunity. Others are calling the legislation deceitful. Just days after it passed, opponents organized a petition and gathered enough signatures to require a ballot vote. Now, Referred Law 21 is raising questions of whether a pipeline law would protect landowners or take away local control. KELOLAND's Carly Phillips has arguments from both sides of the ballot as each one pushes its final efforts to sway as many voters as it can before election night.
Summit Carbon Solutions is proposing a 2,000-mile pipeline that would cross through South Dakota. Supporters say it would reduce the carbon footprint for ethanol plants. But the no side on Referred Law 21 says it was nothing but a sellout to corporate America.
Summit came in offering a lot of money, and our legislators said, well, we need all this money, so we're going to pass a law so we make sure we get this pipeline built.
Jim Eschenbaum says the legislation is unconstitutional, and calling it the Landowner Bill of Rights is misleading.
This will be entirely taxpayer funded. So don't tell me about the new property taxes you're going to create that'll be beneficial to the state of South Dakota when it's the taxpayers that are paying it.
But the yes side says the $1 surcharge would create tax revenue for counties, and that Summit would provide protections to those who own the land where the pipeline crosses through.
A little bit deeper into the ground than the federal regulations call for. So there's a whole number of things that, again, make an impacted landowner like me and my family much more comfortable.
Walt Bones adds pipelines are the safest way to transport carbon dioxide. He says if Referred Law 21 is rejected and Senate Bill 201 is defeated, impacted landowners would lose a funding source.
There's no land that's being taken here. This is an easement. I still own the land. I still pay property tax on the land. I am I can still graze the land. I can still, crop the land. I can grow corn and soybeans on the land.
However, there's still a concern that the topic of eminent domain could also have an impact if the bill becomes law.
It goes to court. A judge decides whether to grant eminent domain or not, and then a jury of your peers determines just compensation in the process of eminent domain. There is no wording in Senate Bill 201 in regards to eminent domain, but I have argued from the beginning, I'm afraid a judge will make that decision.
This is not a referendum on the pipeline itself. There is nothing in here about eminent domain. That's in the court system right now. There's nothing in here. Local control does not change in any way, form, or shape.
No matter the stance, how it all plays out is now in the hands of voters. Carly Phillips, KELOLAND News.
A yes vote on Referred Law 21 would impose a $1 per foot surcharge for carbon dioxide pipelines. It would also allow certain requirements for them, including a minimum depth and easements that would have to be in writing. A no vote would reject all changes.